Yo, what's up, gangster? It's Jason Capital here. I want to talk about reframing for a second real quick. Now, if you don't know what reframing is, well, better pay attention. It's a really powerful technique to understand when it comes to flirting, attraction, seduction, influence, picking out good apples at the grocery store, being able to replace batteries in a flashlight whenever you want, knowing when to spot a girl is on her period. All kinds of crazy, weird things comes from the art of reframing. So, when two people look at something, they are never seeing the exact same thing. They've had different experiences, different stories in their life, different interpretations of those stories. They are two very, very different human beings. And because of those experiences, because of whatever state they might be in that exact moment, when they're both looking at that same thing, they're going to interpret it entirely differently. Okay, now, generally speaking, they're going to be pretty similar. Okay, for the most part, they can be pretty similar. But when it comes to seduction, attraction, relationships, people tend to have very, very conflicting, very different interpretations of the same thing. Perfect example, a guy and a girl breaks up. She tells her friends she broke up with him. Guy tells his friends he broke up with her. What's the real story? Who the fuck knows? Really, who the fuck cares? It doesn't really matter. The point of the example is that they have two different frames of what happened. They have two different interpretations or frames. Okay, that's the word we're talking about here. They're frames. One guy views it from a frame or a lens of, I broke up with her for reasons X, Y, and Z. You know, she can never fucking peel a fucking orange perfectly. There was always some fucking peel on the orange when she made me the slices, and I fucking hated it. And that's why he broke up with her. That could be one reason, right? But in her mind, she broke up with him because he always came in 5 minutes. He could never get to minute 6, and I fucking hated it. And that could be why she broke up with him in her frame, right? Or in his frame, because she doesn't know how to peel apples, or she can't suck dick, or whatever the fuck it is, okay? But there's two conflicting frames. Now, this is important to understand because you understand that when it comes to relationships, attraction, all that shit, people always have different frames. They're always usually going to have the most self-serving frame that they can, especially if they're a confident, self-loving kind of human being. Here's why this is important when it comes to you attracting really fucking hot girls. When you first meet a hot girl, you meet her anywhere through a social circle, whatever it is, in her mind, she's been trained throughout her life. Remember those past experiences, all the stories she's had in her life. She's been trained that new guys that she meets want to fuck her, and she probably doesn't want to fuck them. That is her frame of the situation when she meets you. What is your frame? Is your frame the same? Is your frame, yes, you're right, I am totally indebted to you, I am totally willing to fuck you right now, even though I don't know you, and you're just another fucking hot girl, and it's your choice whether or not we have sex. Is that your frame? That's the frame of what we call, it's called the LBF, right? That's the little bitch frame. All right, we don't fuck around with the little bitch frame on Team Capital. Okay, Team Capital badasses, when they meet a hot girl, they're not impressed. There's a lot of fucking hot girls out there. Big fucking deal. I'm super proud for your hotness. Like, really, I would give you an award and a cookie if I could. But you know what? I don't have enough awards and cookies to hand to all the hot girls because there's just so many of them. And it's wonderful and it's beautiful and I love it, but I'm not gonna fuck you just because you're hot. You need more than that. You need a personality that I like. You need to have a certain energy that I like. I almost called it enertude. Energy that I like, a certain attitude that I like, a certain open sexuality that I like, all those kinds of things. Okay, all those things matter to me. So my frame, when I meet that hot girl, if her frame, even if she doesn't know who Jason fucking Capital is yet, she will, but if she doesn't, and that's her frame to start, my frame coming into it might be, oh, god damn it, another hot girl to distract me from my path. Like, let's see what the fuck we have here, kind of thing. That might be my frame. So when we meet, those frames are going to collide, okay? Especially if we start bantering, we start, flirting with each other, we start playfully challenging each other, okay? And that's what really sparks tension a lot of times. That's what sparks attraction a lot of times, is the connecting of those frames, right? And when the guy has a stronger frame than the girl, she feels attraction for him. She feels sexual attraction for him because now she can subconsciously feel his higher status that's communicated through his stronger frame. So if I meet that girl and, she, I don't know, asks me where the bathroom is and I say, listen, like, we just met. I can't go to the bathroom with you right now. Like, are you serious? Like, we just got here. Okay, that would be me implying my frame that this girl is trying to hit on me or trying to pick me up and I'm not into it. Like, she needs to chill, okay? So how is she going to respond? If her frame, in her mind, she was like, this guy wants to sleep with me, and then all of a sudden he's like turning me down and he's assuming I'm trying to sleep with him, we have a battle of frames. Now we can go back and forth. Now we can banter, okay? But that started with the frame, and that's the power of reframing. When you can take any situation and reframe it to serve you best, you're a fucking winner. I will give you an award and a cookie. You're a fucking badass. You can reframe anything. And the more you reframe shit, the stronger your internal frame becomes, because you're constantly reframing everything to support you, to empower you, to help you succeed, because that's what you fucking deserve to do, especially if you're on Team Capital. So, one thing that me and my friends used to do all the time, we still do a little bit sometimes, is if we're just talking about something, we're talking about some situation, we're always like reframing shit to serve us the best. And it's nothing serious. It's all joking, right? Like if there's some girl maybe who didn't text one of my friends back or something like that, and someone's talking about why she didn't text back, and someone else is like, dude, she's literally like just so I don't know why this came to my mind, it's fucking dirty, but she's just so busy masturbating to the thought of you, she simply just hasn't had time to text. Like, it happens. We understand. Okay, we would just reframe shit hilariously because it doesn't fucking matter. It's not a big deal. Who the fuck cares? Life is short. Have sex, eat good food, have fun, all right? It's not a big fucking deal. So we'll reframe something, and then literally we'll call it out. Like, reframe happens, and then we're all at the same time, we're like, boom, reframe, done. Next question. On to the next thing. So reframe everything. We'll just be, we're walking down the street, some girl checks one of us out. It doesn't fucking, we're just reframing everything. Let me just pick a situation out of my head because I want to test myself here. If we're going out for a night, let's say we're all walking to the club, and it starts raining on the way, and someone goes, oh shit, it's fucking raining. I'll turn to them and be like, dude, it's the sign, right? And you're like, what do you mean? We're all gonna get laid tonight. That's the sign. It's rain. This club is about to be soaking wet. And it's just like a total reframe. Everyone's like, yes, boom! Rain's a good sign. Reframe, done. Next question. And we just keep doing it, right? And we just keep practicing reframing. Not only does it put us in a great state, super fucking feeling good, Team Capital shit, but it also strengthens our internal frame every time we reframe things. Every time you reframe something, you are grounding further your internal frame. When you have that strong, powerful, unbreakable, it's rock fucking solid internal frame, and you go to flirt with any girl, her frame's not that strong. She doesn't do this all day, and your frame will be stronger. She'll feel your higher status, and she will want to fuck you. Now, of course, you could have just shown her your Team Capital membership card, and she probably would have wanted to fuck you anyways. But it could go either way here. I'm Jason Capital. Peace.